I guess we could ask this when we find out who wins, but I'm curious to see, the difference in the finish. One went the full round.
Right.
If the other one goes the full round, well.
Do you think being roommates and teammates, they have similar game plans?
I would.
Tower Robinson told me he has a sprawl and brawl type of style. That's the style
I
he
just
wants
think
to
it's
fight.
interesting. As long as they come to fight and not come to play games. And I know both of them. Weaver's fought for me a couple times. They're great guys. I think they will come fight. But, the argument sometimes is, will they come out and throw bombs?
Well, I think we're going to find out soon enough. Tower Robinson told me he has a sprawl and brawl style, which makes me want to lean and say that maybe he's not really looking to get the takedown and cruise to the finals of this tournament. I do know he had a big problem in his weight cut yesterday. What I understand, Tower Robinson is diabetic and had some issues with that in his weight cut, and he wasn't able to make weight, but I think everyone in the tournament agreed that was okay, and I'm not exactly sure what weight he came in at.
And he's got to take on Anthony Cox, and as we were saying earlier, jump to conclusions, but Anthony's been training since he's 13. He had the advantage of having, UFC and Strikeforce vet Luke Cadillo as a training partner while he was a kid. He's kind of an unassuming physical look. He doesn't carry the big mass muscle like you've seen on Weaver, like you'll see on Robinson. But he's really calm, really relaxed. I mean, when you train that many years.
He seemed extremely relaxed in our interview yesterday.
He is.
He said he felt great. He said that he trained really hard and that he was looking to go to the finals. There was no doubt in his mind that he was going to win this tournament. That alone is a big advantage.
Anthony doesn't possess a lot of power, but he's very smart and he's very calm. While other guys come out, a lot of amateurs, sometimes they come out and they blow their load, so to speak, so fast that they're drained. And Anthony, every time I've watched him fight, he's always relaxed, he's always calm. He listens to his corner pretty well, and he does have a strong ground game, but he just lacks the stand-up power. Tower Robinson is a wrestler, so is that going to be Tower's game plan to get Anthony down? Predictions. Bold prediction. Here you go. You've got your first guy in the finals. Okay? Does the roommate make it, or does Anthony close the mouths of the critics and the fans that are here? Because obviously Tower Robinson has a pretty strong fan base here.
Tower Robinson has a huge fan base here. This is a really tough one. I'm not really sure I can make a prediction. I think this one comes down to, regardless of Tower Robinson telling me that he's a sprawl and brawl style, is he going to come out and be safe and get the takedown? Because we all know he's a strong wrestler. I don't see Anthony Cox shooting too many takedowns on Tower, so I think the sprawl and brawl game plan is probably out the window.
But then it goes back to one round.
One round.
And
can he stop Tower's takedown? That's what it comes down to.
Knowing both of these guys and me knowing Anthony more, I think the one round favors Tower more because he has a more ferocious style. And Anthony sometimes has been subject to those guys that come out ferocious. But we'll see.
Being patient could work against him.
It could. He touched gloves. Anthony Cox in the black shorts with the red trim. Weaver in the all black shorts. Sporting the America stash.
Tower in on the clinch. Working his knees to the body.
That's kind of what I expected out of Tower Robinson, to either go for the clinch, take down, or press him up against the cage. But this is where Anthony doesn't have a lot of time to mess around. It's one round. He's got to get to work. He's got to find something.
These rounds fly by.
Circle and get out, or just pull guard. If your strength is jiu-jitsu, why play this game with the wrestler who's going to win this game with you?
Anthony Cox doing a good job of defending the takedown right now in the cage. Nice turn by Anthony Cox.
That was real nice, turning the stronger Tower.
Got the level change here.
But Tower looking for the guillotine choke. But, I
think it's going to be real tough to take down Tower Robinson. He's so strong. Tower back in control.
Tower
Robinson with the level change.
Does, and I think and Anthony up until then had a very good
take
defense,
down with the pass. Take down with the pass,
which is important. You have one round to either make a statement in the judge's eyes or finish. And right now, I mean, it's been all Tower. Anthony's done a good job of defending, but he hasn't mounted any kind of offense against Tower.
Anthony needs to get his back to the cage and sit up, and he needs to get back to his feet. A one-round fight like this, you're not going to win it staying in half guard.
I would think that he would want to, at the very least, get his guard and go for a submission because your only chance is to finish.
Cox looking to make it back to his feet, and he does.
See, and unfortunately in MMA scoring, that doesn't score any points at all, but that takedown scored, tons. And that's kind of the problem with our scoring system. But Anthony.
Nice takedown attempt. And the strength of Tower.
Yeah.
So strong.
The strength and the wrestling ability. But, so far, Anthony hasn't, really mounted much of an offense, so, he's not scoring any points. So, I mean, so far it's easy 10-9. Some could argue 10-8 just for Robinson.
Tower Robinson pretty content to sit in side control right now and batter away. There's a 10-second bell.
10-second bell, and, it's a little too much too
Cox
late
looking to get back to his feet. Great fight, though. Great fight, though.
I think you'll see that as a 10-9, obviously. And now you have your roommate battle.
And there it is.
But will it be a roommate wrestling battle, or will they come to fight?
I think after we go ahead and make this official, they're going to have to go in the back and figure out who's cornering who.
I'm sure Anthony, he's disappointed. That's a long training camp, a lot of hard training, drive all the way to Lincoln to be over in, one round. He knew that. He knew that, obviously, taking the fight in the tournament, that it could only be one round. Tower wants to come over and get pretty with you. I will say, Tower, Cox, Weaver, they're great competitors, great sportsmen.
Absolutely.
Win or lose, I've seen these guys gracious in defeat, not cocky in victory.
Here we are, make it official.
Of the Outback Amateur 4-man tournament, who will advance now to fight Justin Weaver out of the red corner by unanimous decision, Tower Robinson.